Hello, I'm Hickey from interest.co.nz and welcome to 90 at 9, brought to you in association with the BNZ. This is your morning briefing where you get everything you need to know in 90 seconds at 9 o'clock, starting now with news that South Canterbury Finance has received another cash injection of $22 million. This came from George Kerr at Torchlight, the funds management group owned by Pine Gould Corporation, which itself owns Merrick Finance. Now, this has come through an injection into convertible notes in Southbury Holdings, Allan Hubbard's company, which then is passed on to South Canterbury as equity invested in South Canterbury. It now is waiting for the government to announce an extension to its government guarantee until the end of next year, and is also talking about some sort of capital restructure, possibly involving the creation of a bad bank, if you like, with all the bad loans separated from the good loans, and a good bank. Meanwhile, Richard Long, the former TVNZ newsreader who spoke on behalf of Hanover Finance in a famous ad campaign, says he lost $50,000 personally through Hanover Finance. It was the single biggest investment, he said. And, quote, he feels really bad about the advertising campaign he took part in. Meanwhile, there's news of more job losses in the United States overnight, 23,000 jobs in the private sector. Now, this was worse than expected. Most people had thought 40,000 jobs would be created. Meanwhile, Greek bond yields have jumped because the deal done last week with the IMF is seen to be shaky. In Australia, retail sales fell 1.4% in February. This was much worse than many people had expected, and building approvals fell 3.3%. Again, people had expected an increase. People are now asking, is the rate hike, which most people have penciled in for next week, on hold? I'm Hickey. That was 90 at 9, brought to you in association with the BNZ.